Kev, Newcastle Fans TV. Sheffield United nil, Newcastle United 2, and it's a game that none of us expect to get a win from. A lot of the lads would have been happy with a point. I would have been also with how good Sheffield United have been this season, but Newcastle shock all odds and pick up a 2-0 win away from home at Bramble Lane. Fantastic, absolutely gutted because I had the chance to go down and give me ticket to Rob for uni reasons. So thanks uni. But as usual, I'll start from the beginning. Newcastle made one change from the game against Man City, and Joelinton was dropped for Andy Carroll, and I was actually really happy about this. I thought it was time to drop Joelinton, whether it's rotation, everything like that. I thought it was time to drop him, but we started okay. Sheffield United did come on very strong, like I expected them to. Dubravka to make a couple of really good saves, a very deflected effort from, I think it hit off Manquillo, and it's going one way and Dubravka ends up going the other, and Dubravka makes a fantastic save. But one of the front three eventually score, and Manquillo with an absolutely amazing cross into the box, and saint-Maximin attacks it, goes into the bottom right hand corner, and it's a fantastic finish, and Newcastle go 1-0 up. I was actually really surprised because Sheffield United actually just started really well, and they deserved like in terms of possession and things like that, they dominated the game, but. We got the early goal, and after that we defended a lot. We parked the bus, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, if I'm honest, because to be fair, Sheffield are one of them teams. The way we set up, the way they set up, five at the back, wing backs, it's a kind of contest in the midfield, and you can try and play football a bit, but. To be fair, I'm not going to question Bruce tonight. He's got his tactics spot on. Wilder's been one of those dark horse managers of the season, and he's done really well at Sheffield United. Yet now we sit on the same amount of points, and Steve Bruce doesn't get half the credit. But tonight, in the past couple of games, I'm going to give Steve Bruce a lot of credit because I think he deserves it. Tonight, guys, tactics spot on. But the game fizzles out in the second half. Dubravka makes a couple of more really good saves. Second half starts. And we start actually quite well. We take control of the game. And the second goal, the second goal was, well, if anything, Sheffield United were knocking on the door, but we hit them on the counter attack. The ball goes up long. Andy Carroll knocks it on, and Shelvey is onside, but Shelvey runs through on goal. He plays to the whistle and he buries it, but Henderson, the goalkeeper, Sheffield United, doesn't really respond. He's looking at the flag, but I think the linesman's cocked up on that one because. You're meant to, as a linesman with VAR, you're meant to play it to the whistle, and he's kind of blew up his flag. So what they're meant to do is they're meant to keep the flag down and let it go to VAR, and he's put his flag up. He's confused the Sheffield United goalkeeper, and Shelvey does his job. He plays on. For me, I think they need to play at the whistle, and I do feel sorry for Sheffield United fans in a way because. If it was me, I'd be foaming because I think the linesman's bottled it on that one majorly. And Newcastle go 2-0 up. I mean, I'm not going to complain about VAR now because we're 2-0 up and cruising, to be honest. We played really well. And the game fizzles out because Sheffield United huff and puff, but they couldn't get past the defence. We allowed them to have possession. We allowed them to kick on, but they just didn't have a direct pass into the box. They challenged Dubravka a couple of times in the second half, but nothing that really tested with, nothing that really threatened with. And it goes for full time 2-0, and absolute scenes. Nobody expected to go down to Sheffield and get the win, especially with how good they've been. But as I said before, Steve Bruce deserves a lot of credit tonight, I think. Tactics spot on. And we'll go towards mid-table. I think with Southampton getting their act together a little bit in terms of form, we needed a win tonight because it was only 2 points from the bottom three. We'll now put it back up to 5 points. And we're looking all right. We've got a good couple of run of games coming up. And hopefully Newcastle can fight the one hurdle that they've had, consistency, and get through the game against Southampton on Sunday. But tonight, I mean, as you can see, I'm in a house, so I'm not down in Sheffield. You've got scoring the players from the lads, you've got the final word, and you've got the vlog as well coming out tonight, as well as a fan cam from a Sheffield United fan as well. Paul was mentioning, someone from that down to the neck of the woods. But comments, let us know how you feel about the night. I'm absolutely buzzing that we managed to get the 3 points. But let us know, Sheffield United fans, as well, if you have dropped by to leave a comment or anything like that. Let us know how you feel. I know you are I know it's a rough defeat to take, a bit of pill to swallow, but he's all looking good this season. I think he's will stay up. I think he's got enough about his likes of Norwood and teams like that, because not every team's going to come to Bramble Lane and sit back. And I think he's are suited to play in a bigger side, if that makes sense. If he's are more suited to play in a team that are willing to come to Bramble Lane and think and underestimate is and try and outplay us, and that's where he's get in. Whereas a team that stand in front of you and defend, I don't think he's handled that very well. And I think credit to the manager and the players again for executing the game plan. And it's a very great team performance. In terms of players for us, I think Dubravka was man of the match for us. But other than that, outfield players, I think Fernandez and Kieran Clark deserve special mentions, as well as obviously John Joe Shelby, because probably another thing Steve Bruce deserves credit for, he's getting the best out of John Joe Shelby. Shelby's now scored 2 in his last 2, and he's scored 4 so far this season, and he's playing his best football for at least a couple of years now. So that's all good to see. But yeah, comments, let us know. That's what's coming on the channel tonight in terms of videos with the final word, scoring the players and all that. But yeah, subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. How are the lads? Come on.